Hey BookTube, it's Charlie from Reader Turned Writer, and today I am sharing 10 classics that I most want to read. These aren't in any particular order or anything, these are just 10 classics that are on my TBR that I really want to get to for one reason or another. First is Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. This is one that I actually don't really know anything about. I've heard it quoted before, but that's basically it. It just seems like a really classic and one that a lot of people have read and really enjoyed that I haven't read. I've also heard really good things from it from people on BookTube and from friends that both of whom I really trust. And I also know that it's actually pretty short, so it should be a pretty fast classic to get through. Then I really want to read Uncle Tom's Cabin by Harriet Beecher Stowe. And this is one that I've actually started. I'm like, I don't know, a couple chapters into it. And it's one that's it keeps getting pushed up to the side of my classics list for some reason. It's because I don't own it. I borrowed it from my mother-in-law, and so then I have classics that I own that I haven't read, so I keep reading those instead of reading Uncle Tom's Cabin. But I've really enjoyed what I've read so far, and it's also one that I feel like is really iconic for America and just a really important issue, and what I've read of it so far has been really touching and just inspirational, so I really want to read it and get to know the characters more and follow the story. Then I want to read Mary Poppins by P.L. Travers. This is one that I have seen the movie of several times, of course, growing up seeing it, and that I really enjoy the story for, and I'd just be really interested in reading the book. I also want to read the Arabian Nights, the original, because there are quite a few retellings on my TBR list that I really want to get to, but I actually kind of want to read the original first before I read the retellings of it, if that makes sense. And it's just another one of those classics, kind of older classics that I think will be really enjoyable. I also want to read The Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck. This is one that a lot of people on BookTube have said is one of their favorite classics, and it's definitely different. The synopsis is different than what I was thinking when I heard the name of it originally in like high school or something. I honestly don't know that much about it. It's just when I remember listening to other booktubers talk about The Grapes of Wrath and thinking that I really wanted to read it. I also really want to read Pollyanna because, again, that's another one that I grew up watching the movie and I absolutely love the movie. I love Pollyanna and the story and the lessons that you get from Pollyanna, and so I'd just be really interested in reading the book. I also tend to really like classics that are written for and about younger girls, like A Little Princess, Anne of Green Gables, Rebecca at Sunnybrook Farm. I'm currently reading The Secret Garden and really loving it, and so I think that I would really enjoy Pollyanna. It also seems like it might be an easier classic to get through again. Then I want to read The Wind in the Willows. I've never seen the movie or read the book. I kind of know that it's about like animals, like maybe a rat or a mouse or something and a frog, and that's about all that I know of the story, but it's again a classic that I just really want to get to. I also really want to read The Jungle Book. I've actually read the first couple of chapters of this as well, but I don't own the book, and it's one that I want to buy, but I have a specific edition that I want to buy that's a little more expensive, so I've been kind of waiting to buy it until I finish up the classics that I own. But once I do, I really want to read it because I enjoyed what I read and it was way different from the movie, which, by the way, I love the cartoon. My kids love the cartoon. It's one of our favorites. So I am really excited to read the original classic. This next one, I can't even believe I haven't read this, but it's Little Women. I have seen the movie, but I honestly don't really remember the story that well. I can't believe I've never read Little Women, and so I need to fix that and read it, and I think that I will thoroughly enjoy it, and I actually want to read all of the other books, you know, like Little Men and all of the other books that she's written as well. Yeah, Little Women, need to get on that one. And the last one on my list is Where the Red Fern Grows, and this is one that I've again seen the older movie. I think they've made a newer version of this movie, but I've seen the older Disney movie when I was growing up and really liked it, even though it was really sad. I like sad movies and books, and my mother-in-law tells me that this book is amazing, fantastic. She read it aloud for their homeschool and they all absolutely loved it, and I want to read it, and then after I read it, I want to watch the newer version of the movie because she says, my mother-in-law again says that movie is incredible as well. And so, yeah, those are the 10 classics that I most want to get to in the near future. They're kind of next on my to be read pile as soon as I can actually get through the Count of Monte Cristo. I'm still plugging away at it, just a little bit at a time. I really am enjoying the Count of Monte Cristo. Just for some reason I just can't get through it super fast. I think it's partially just because there are so many other books that I want to be reading that it would require me to put those aside and just focus on the Count of Monte Cristo, but maybe that's what I should do. So we'll see. Anyways, these 10 are the next in my list of classics that I want to read. What classics do you most want to read? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching my video. I will see you in the next one.